Good morning, Motorcars. The day is Monday, September 14th. 1814, Francis Scott Key composed the lyrics to the Star-Spangled Banner. 1959, the Soviet space probe Lunar 2 became the first man-made object to reach the moon when it crashed on the lunar surface. 1994, Acting Commissioner Bud Selig announced that the cancellation of the 1994 baseball season on the 34th day of the strike by the players. I'm going to read a letter I got from one of our customers, and this is just under, again, the category Just Say Yes. Now, I really don't think anybody did anything wrong, so please don't take it that way. But I want to read the letter because I think in context, it really helps us all see the importance of just saying yes. So please bear with me. Dear Mr. Guile, yesterday morning I called to arrange transportation today for today's appointment for detailing of my 2012 RAV4. I left a message on the machine, but no one returned my call all day. This episode was the first experience of poor customer service I've had. Why have an answer machine if messages are not listened to or returned? I called again in the evening to reserve the spot on the schedule, and this time spoke with a helpful woman who apologized that no one had gotten back to me. After I checked in on July 8th at 7:08 this morning, I was told that Jim was already there and would be momentarily to take me home. He came out to where I was waiting after 20 minutes. In the meantime, another customer had checked in and also was waiting for a ride. Jim then told him that he would take the other woman first because she had to work at the Cleveland Clinic and I lived in the opposite direction. I told him I objected to this since I was there first and had a reservation and had been waiting. He reiterated that since she was going to work, she took preference. He did not even consider that someone else could be delegated to give me a ride. From my point of view, I had already wasted 20 minutes waiting for him and now was going to waste more time because he did not view my need to be equally important as the other customers. I had a meeting scheduled at my church this morning and was in a hurry to get there on time. But of course, he did not know it. Instead of further belaboring my point, I decided to leave and take the bus. This was the second experience today of poor customer service, and I was livid. A bus was not immediately there, so I decided to walk home. I had reached Cumberland Road when Richard Witt picked me up in his rental car and took me home. He had been baking cookies when he became aware of my plight and immediately carried out a plan to avert disaster. This was the first experience of great customer service I had. I appreciate his kindness and his genuine desire to make things better for me. At 10 o'clock, he called to say that my detailing was finished and he would pick me up at my convenience. When I returned home from my meeting at 12 o'clock, he promptly came to get me. You have an excellent employee in him, and I want to make sure you are aware of it so you can commend him on a job well done and also have evidence of his value when you do his yearly review. Similarly, I would hope to take this opportunity to discuss with Jim where he failed to reach adequate customer service today in hopes that he can improve this performance in the future. Sincerely, Bonnie Jean Kennedy. Well, first up, Jim Saunders does a great job for us. He never has a customer complaint, always takes care of him. I think he was doing what he thought was the right thing. But that's why we say, just say yes. And if you can't respond with a yes to somebody, then get somebody that can. And in this case, he should have gone to one of his managers and said, hey, I got a customer, could you help me? And they would have dispatched Richard Witt or somebody else to take care of the situation because the woman lived evidently very close. But we didn't take that extra step. So remember, if you're in a situation, just say yes. You're empowered to solve any problem with $200. For $200, you could have got a cab for the person. But anyway, we got to take advantage of it and be heroes. Now, Richard, you were a hero. You did a great job. You got involved. And what he did is he made the customer realize that it was his decision that, to solve the problem. Now, I don't know if Steve heard about it and went back and said, Richard, you got to help this woman. He made her feel that he heard it and he's solving it, and that's why she now thinks Richard's the greatest thing in the world, which he is. They're both do a great job. But anyway, just say yes. You got to think out of the box a little bit. There's always a way we can solve it. We can't afford to be losing customers over it. I'm just guessing too that the fact she's having a detail, she probably was a platinum customer, which is one of our most valuable customers. So good job. Birthdays. The 13th was Gloria Shirilla, so happy birthday, Gloria. Anniversaries. Andrew Kokora, a technician at Toyota, celebrated his 9th anniversary, and so, oh, it's not working. There we go. So happy anniversary, Andrew. And we got a double, triple toot to Georgianne. I didn't do the word of the day last week because I was at a Toyota meeting, but Georgianne celebrated her 25 years with Honda. So great job, Georgianne. New hire, Scott Hitchcock, our new BDC hire, is already producing reservations and shows on par with Duncan Shaw, our BDC veteran, after just 90 days. The friendly rivalry between the two is hilarious and drives them both to new heights. So Duncan and Scott, and welcome Scott, and good job, Duncan. One of our customer care center reps, Renee Mansour, was promoted to the position of warranty clerk. Renee has been instrumental in keeping Honda airbag recalls organized and up to date, and is the kind of person that always finds a way to do things better. We are very proud of Renee, and we wish her the very best in her new role. We know that she will do fine. So Renee, congratulations, and I know you'll do a great job too. Upcoming events. This Friday is the best dealership to work for award gala, and I hope everybody comes. That's from 5:30 to 7:30 at night, and you can bring your family. Everybody's invited. We're going to have 4 food trucks. One's going to have Italian, one Mexican, a barbecue, and frozen yogurt, and it's going to be a blast. We're also going to have kind of a carnival atmosphere with the magician, the juggler, and the world's strongest man. So please come, enjoy, show your family the Honda Edition and the solar project. I think they're great things, and even Toyota, employees, please show off at the Honda store because we got good things planned for Toyota too. So anyway, look forward to seeing everybody there. As I mentioned, I was at the Toyota National meeting, and they announced that auto sales will be over 17.1 million cars this year. And they're projecting that for the next 2 years, it'll be over 17 million. So we're looking for some great years for the next few years, and let's take advantage of them. Start preparing now for them because we're going to be getting a lot busier. They also announced that the #1 retail brand was Toyota for 2015. So Toyota, great job there. The #1 selling car was the Camry. The #2 selling car was the Corolla. So that's a double hitter for Toyota. Also, the Avalon is the #1 full-size car in its class. Sienna is the #1 minivan in its class, and Tacoma is the #1 mid-size truck. So Toyota has a lot of exciting product coming up next year. The new Corolla, the new Prius, beautiful cars, and they got a lot of exciting things happening on safety and other things. And anyway, you'll be hearing more about that as the year goes along. So great job there. Construction update. Thursday, the elevator finally will be inspected, and when that gets everything gets approved, hopefully come in the morning, and we'll be moving the furniture from the tunnel up into the new Platinum Lounge. And when that gets completed, we'll be able to move service into the tunnel area, hopefully on Tuesday next week. And then Pruitt will start demoing the waiting room and the write-up area. So a lot of exciting things happening in the next week if everything comes together. Talking about exciting things, I got a great letter from a customer about Joe Bensaveni. Dear Mr. Guile, just a note to let you know how impressed I was when I picked up my new Avalon. In the 47 years my husband and I have been married, we have either bought or leased 36 cars. I have never received this kind of service you provide. Mr. Joe Bensaveni went beyond in good service for us. He explained everything so that even I could understand it. Please know I will not hesitate to send friends and relatives to your dealership. Sincerely, Colleen Fist. Great job, Joe. And hey, everybody, let's have a great day. Thank you.